Hello family, guys, it's been a long time we haven't had a sit down. I'm so excited to have this sit down with you today. Thank you so much for those of you who continue to support my channel by subscribing, by liking, by always coming back to watch my videos. I really appreciate you. You are giving me morale to continue making these videos, and I am so thankful, guys. So yeah, let's have a sit down, guys. I want this to feel like it's a conversation that I'm having with my friends, and I don't want it to feel so formal because I also want to feel very comfortable making this video. So this morning, guys, I went on my balcony about 6 a.m. to have my coffee, as I often do, and I was sitting there listening to the birds chirp and the water fountain and the wind go through the branches of the trees, and it dawned on me, and I'm like, look at you, living in a city, fairly new. Yes, I'm here for almost 2 years, but I'm fairly new. You still do not have so many friends. I just have a few acquaintances from work, and you are doing well. You are okay, content and at peace and happy. And I'm like, wow, this is growth. Because I say that because a rewind a few years in my life, there was a point where being alone was my biggest fear ever. And it's not the physical aspect of being alone. It's not just being alone, but living alone. It was not the physical aspect of that, where you don't feel safe alone. You want a companion in the event, something happened, you have somebody there. But what I was afraid of was being lonely. And I think I'm not alone, and there are many people out there who are afraid of being alone because they are afraid of being lonely. And this mindset can be so dangerous for us, because I remembered that I was so scared of being lonely that it created some sort of emptiness inside of me, and it caused me to hold on to relationships, platonic relationships, family relationships, relationship with men. It caused me to hold on to these relationships, even though these relationships were on what I call life support, where the other person had already gone. But because of my insecurity and because of my fear, I kept keeping the plug in. I didn't want to pull the plug out because I wanted to, even if it was an illusion or a mirage, that I still have somebody there, even if they were not there. I hold on to that, even though it made me lonelier. I held on to that, and I'm like, this is unhealthy. And many of us do that. Many of us do that because we are so afraid of not the fact that we are alone, but being lonely. And I understand why. I heard someone say that if you've lived your life and you have found true love, you've done well. And to me, when I hear that and I see myself living alone, to me, the story I told myself was that you have not found true love and you have not done well. So that create a sense of shame, I think. And that's where I thought, you know what, well, let me create the illusion, let me create the impression that, yeah, I have all these relationships and I have all these friends, and these are healthy relationships, even though I knew deep down in my heart it was not true. And this type of life was just making me so sad and so lonely that I remember there was a point where I went so deep into my head that I saw myself. I fast forwarded my life 80 years. I saw myself at age 80 in my home, all by myself, sitting on my balcony, you know, without so much energy, and just trying to navigate my way around my own home, alone, without friends, without visitors. And I tell you, I experienced a pain from that image that I had never felt before. And I promised myself that I never want to feel that way again. I never want to experience this pain. And I thought, you know what? We create our own pain by the stories we tell ourselves, by our constant worry of the future. That I was like, look at your life now. You are healthy. You have a few friends. You have family. You have an income. You can travel the world. You can eat what you want. You can live in a nice place. But you are not even grateful for that. Instead, you are projecting your life into the future that you have absolutely no control over, and you are depriving yourself of your current happiness. And this was when I finally understood the true meaning of living in the moment, because living in the future surely can steal your joy. And I decided I would never ever go back into that state of constant worrying about what I don't have. Instead, I want to appreciate and consciously live, intentionally live my life right now. Because for some reason we think that we can control the future, we can control tomorrow, but no matter how much plans we have, and even if we have all the company and all the love and all the relationships that we want, even if we have it right now, who is to say we're going to have it tomorrow? We cannot control the future. So all we have to do is appreciate right now and just be thankful right now and stop creating our own pain. I also realized that loneliness is a choice. The same way happiness is a choice, loneliness is a choice, and you can decide if you want to be lonely or if you want to just live life happy and free. There are many people who have company every day. There are people who live together, husband and wife, couples, and they are lonely. And there are the other group of people who live by themselves, and they are very, very happy, because loneliness is a choice. I understand the fear of being lonely, especially in big cities like the United States and all the big cities in the first world countries. I understand that fear because I am an observer, and I tell you that this country is a lonely country for sure. I have heard news many times. I've heard news where, you know, people died in their house for days before anyone knew, and I always ask myself, wow, don't they have family? Don't they have friends? How does that happen? And it happens in big countries. It happens in the United States. Even now, I live here in Florida in this compound. And I will tell you, I don't know my neighbor. I know them by their face, but people are even reluctant to say hello. That's how lonely or just that's how it is. And you have to make a choice to say, you know what, I'm not going to create a story out of that and tell myself that there is something wrong with me and I have failed because I don't have friends and I'm going to be lonely for the rest of my life. No, live in the moment, enjoy, cook a nice meal and enjoy the process of cooking that meal. Pour yourself a glass of wine and enjoy that. But don't allow yourself to create that story in your head that something is wrong, that you have not accomplished that particular aspect of your life where it generates this loneliness. I have spoken to many friends who are living by themselves and are alone, and they are sad. They are sad, and I try to show them that, hey, it's a choice, that you don't have to be sad, but it's not easy, that they have to figure it out for themselves, you know. They wouldn't even go out to a restaurant and have a meal because for them there is so much shame in doing that by themselves. They wouldn't even travel because they don't want to travel alone because they think like it's a shame to be alone, to travel alone, that they always feel like they need some company. I think it is powerful. It is very, very powerful to go out there all by yourself and do it well. It says you are confident. It says you are strong. It says that you know who you are, that you do not need validation. It says a lot. It says a lot, and I really hope that if you are watching and you are, you know, in a situation where you feel lonely because you are alone and because you are living alone, I hope you start to live life consciously and intentionally and begin to focus on your present situation today, right now, because this is all you have. This is all you have. This is all you can control. You cannot even control the next minute. The very, very moment. That's all you have, and you have to live it happily. Enjoy it. Laugh. Smile. Give. You know, I have come to realize that the greatest satisfaction we can ever get comes from giving, because when you give and you see how you change somebody's life, it changes you too. And give more. Find purpose, find a hobby. You know, for me, I love making those YouTube videos. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy going for walks. I enjoy studying perfumes. Oh, by the way, while we are on perfumes, today I want to share with you my scent of the day. It is Molecule 1 Iris. This is a beautiful scent. I don't know who is the nose behind this perfume, but I just really love it. So if you are looking for a new perfume, you can try Molecule 1 Iris. It's very, very nice. So yeah, guys, find a hobby. It's not going to happen overnight. It definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It's a journey, and you don't even realize when you get there, because it just dawned on me today, like, wow. I don't even, the funny thing about me is that I don't even get bored. I don't get bored. I don't, there's not, you know, sometimes there are people who are always bored and they have to always be on the phone calling somebody just to talk. I don't even lift up my phone. Like, I know it's a bad habit and I should, you know, pick up my phone a little more often and reach out and call a few people, but I don't get bored. I don't get bored, and it's something that doesn't happen right away. You cannot wake up, you cannot tell yourself, okay, I'm not going to be lonely, I'm not going to feel sad and lonely anymore, I'm going to just snap out of it. But it's no, it has to take, it's a process. It's a process of self-discovery, a process of self-love, a process of reinventing yourself, a process of being confident. It takes a lot of courage to, in this world right now, to say, yes, I'm alone. It takes a lot of courage to dress up pretty, smelling beautiful, and go to a restaurant and sit on a nice table, order champagne, and order a beautiful meal and eat it all by yourself. It takes a lot of courage because you feel like everybody is watching you, and oh, this person is eating all alone. Oh, doesn't she have family? She doesn't have a husband, she doesn't have children. It takes a lot of courage, but you have to build that confidence. You have to know who you are to be able to go out there and do that. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something, it's a process, and it's a journey. At the end of the day, if you choose to have company, if you choose to make friends, if you choose to have some sort of consensual union, or you choose to get married, you will choose healthy relationships. You will, because you will know who you are, and you will know what you want and what you don't want. Guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps you in any way, and if you enjoy it, and if you think that there is someone out there who will benefit from this video, please share and please subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, guys. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. Thank you so much for watching.